Ai, kia ora tātou. E rima te tau kua hipa I te whai kōrero rongonui a Martin Luther King. I kare ai te pūaroha o ngā uri o Amerika, e noho kai a kiri ana I taua wā. Hei a pōpō, ka wehe atu etahi o ngā pononga o te hāhi te oranga ake ki Washington, ki te whakanui I te huritau rima te o te whai kōrero rā, he moi a tōku. A nei rā tā Yvonne Tāhana, whakatefa.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
He was a preacher man like no other. Martin Luther King Jr.'s soaring oratory provided a watershed moment in the fight for Afro-American civil rights.
My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
For Destiny Church leader Bishop Brian Tamaki, it was a sermon for the ages.
He says that his children and future generations won't be judged on their skin colour, their ethnic background, but on the content of their character. And I love that because that's a powerful line that I think needs to be heard a lot more in our day.
There will be neither rest nor...
I think his oratory is a gift from God, and you will see before he was involved in the injustices and leading those marches for the injustices with his people. He was a very good preacher.
Last month, Destiny was invited by Dr. King's daughter, Bernice King, to perform a haka on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial as part of the 50th celebrations of her father's speech.
Hannah and I have always had a very good and special relationship with Bernice. I think it's just a commonality of spirit, and obviously her father being a very strong Christian man. And I believe those principles very strong in her daughter Bernice and with Hannah and I. But I think the connection came at a deeper level with the respect that she had for the dream that Hannah and I carried for the church in New Zealand.
You may be looked upon now and talked about as those who are out of order. Trust me, when the story is finally written, truth crushed to the earth will rise again.
I guess when the 50th anniversary of I Have a Dream speech came up to her father, she obviously had us in mind, or, which I think, is that she was indelibly touched by the first time that she ever saw and heard a haka performed here in our conference. And I think from that she really wanted to have that performed at this significant occasion.
Just 12 Destiny men were picked for the performance of a lifetime. The iconic kamate features, but the 5-minute bracket will also embody 2 other important elements. Performer Stacey Tukariri explains.
Talks about an awesome opportunity that we've gotten from our bishop. So we're taking over our mana from our hāhi, not only from our hāhi, the waira from the nation. We've planned all sorts, so we'll take it back traditional to kākohu maro and pūhoro stencils, so we go right back and kākohu will look mint. Our brothers have been shaped up pretty well, so we're going first impressions, so it's going to be mean.
The celebration of civil rights is in stark contrast to Destiny's march against the Civil Unions Bill in 2004. It's a stance once shared by Bernice King.
He did not take a bullet for same-sex unions.
However, she's since softened her position, while her late mother and elder sister Yolanda always advocated freedom for all.
I believe that along with racism, sexism, and anti-Semitism, homophobic attitudes and practices are unjust and unworthy of a free society and must be opposed by all Americans who truly believe in democracy.
The church going to celebrate the speech, is it consistent with the church's views on gay and lesbian marriage?
Well, I can't speak for the King Foundation, and what their thoughts are about that. But all I can say is that we're going to do something that we've been asked to do and present that as we've presented it, and that's the key thing here. And the other issue that you talked about is not even a part of it.
Let freedom ring, and when this happens...
Martin Luther King had a dream. 50 years on, it's a reality.
America, we have come so far. We have seen so much.
And with Obama and other past presidents in attendance, Bishop Tamaki hopes to impress.
Maybe President Obama could be taken by the haka. You have all your own little secret thoughts about that, and of course, I mean, you think, would God arrange this one of these kind of like God meetings where I could just meet him? Hey, I invite you to the White House to come and have a cup of tea with me. Yeah, of course I dreamed that. Wouldn't it be great?